Hey there guys, Rothbox here, and we're back. It's been a while. With a One Piece opening. That's right, blam! One Piece 010 Royal Blood has just come out as of last night. So, last night when I'm filming this. I figure we're gonna crack some boxes. As the usual, we're cracking 2 boxes, and we're gonna bust these open, see what we can find. We're looking for the Manga Rare Law, or I'd be pretty happy with the Smoker Leader ults. There's some good SPs in the set too, so we're gonna see what we can get in these boxes. But it's been a bit, and I love doing these, so let's do this. And let's get cracking. So how y'all doing? It's been a long time since I did one of these. I'm very excited about this set. This set has some cool archetypes. So if you don't know, this set, if you follow One Piece, follows Dressrosa again, and it follows Punk Hazard. It's got some support also for older archetypes, which is neat. So let's go and start getting through it. Get off with Inazuma, Bartolomeo, Nico Robin, Hajruden, Beyond, Roronoa Zoro. Ooh. Little Black Bears, Cavendish, Room, all caps. I like how it's all in all caps. Mancherry, first rare, Sabo, nice, and Senior Pink. All right, this Senior Pink art goes hard. I really like the Senior Pink art. I also think it's pretty good, actually. It's definitely an event-focused deck kind of thing. But that being said, if you have an event-focused deck, that seems quite good. So, also do a thing. If you know One Piece, you know what the cards do. But if you don't know One Piece super well, some people still watch the videos for fun. I will go ahead and read the leaders as you see them. Also, this card is cool. It's a Thriller Bark buff. It's a cool card for either Greenback Perona or Black Moria. But I like how they included just some of these cards in the set, just in case, to buff out some old archetypes. This card I'm super excited for trying to back for Green Black Isho. This card, alright, on play, if your leader is a Navy type, rest up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost 5 or less. That ability is insane. 2 characters you are resting to play a 5-drop 6k with counter. That's going to be good. Also, this comes into play off of Rosinante if you want to still do that engine, which is kind of cool. So, something worth investigating. Gum Gum Rhino Schneider, Kinemon's legs only, Roronoa Zoro. So Usopp Leader, okay, so this is a new Blue-Black Usopp. All of your Dressrosa type characters with a cost of 2 or more gain 1 cost. Doesn't really do much, technically can come up, but like, whatever. Opponent's turn, once per turn. This can be activated when your Dressrosa type character is removed from the field by an opponent's effect or KO'd. So bouncing or KO triggers both. If you have 5 of those cards in hand, you draw a card. This card is a very cool, like, just completely value engine card. It's a very neat control deck that basically if your stuff gets removed, you get to draw off of it instead. Ooh, and Divine Departure. This set card is very cool. I like this a lot. So it's either a counter trick to give your leader 1,000 power for 1 Dawn, which is crazy, or it costs 6, but then you just KO anything that has 8,000 or less power, which is, that's a lot. That's a lot of things. Heat and Wire, another one of the 2 character cards. Punk Hazard, Bartolomeo, Scotch. The weak do not have the right to choose how they die. Oops. And then a Scratchman of Poo. Apologies, Scratchman. Kazuki Momonosuke. There's no longer any need for the 7 Warlords of the Sea. This name is too long, but this effect's funny. Uses Captain Kidd. 5 costs or 5,000 power, 5 life. Leader yellow. End of turn, you return 1 card from the top of your life cards face up. Set up to 1 of your supernovas with supernova type characters with a cost of 3 to 8 as active. The character gains blocker. This card's very cool. So you have to have ways to flip your life back over to really make it worthwhile, because you flip over the top part of your life and the opponent doesn't attack it, you don't get to activate this again. But being able to attack with a character and then restand it and have it be a blocker now is insane. Roronoa Zoro. I do not forgive those who laugh at my family. And the new Dawn for this set, Don Quixote Dawn, which is super sick. I like the ones when they don't have any words on it, just because they look really clean. Because the word ones are fine, but sometimes like words get cut off and it's a little awkward. But when they're not like that, it's just clean. Brooke, Clone Soldier. So, yeah, a Jerma 60s a Reiju buff for some reason. And this Nami, Dragon number 13, 10-layer Igloo, Sai, Cavendish, Caribou, Jesus Burgess, also quite good. Nami, Smiley for the Punk Hazard deck, and Super Sanji. This card is insane. On your turn, it's a 6,000 power attacker that costs 3, and if it dies, you draw a card. That's pretty good. The upside is you get to have a big attacker. The downside is you draw a card. That card's crazy. It's basically all upside. You get to get in for a big aggressive attack, and when they finally kill it, which isn't too hard, but they still have to throw a body into it, and if they do, you draw a card. Like in red? Yes. All day. I'm sorry. Shadros Higelgis?
Absolutely fucking not.
His name's Brownbeard. I didn't know he had a different name, I'll be honest. Diamante, Heat and Wire, Kinemon's top torso. So this is funny. Kinemon's top torso plus the bottom torso. If you trash both that and the bottom half, you get to play a Kinemon from your hand. So the actual one from, I think only set 1, I think there's only a Kinemon from, which is just a weird card to include in this, but I guess they have to, like, they're like, oh, we have his body, and it's funny. This art's also very cool, the Saint Homing art. Bear Pistol, Warnor Zoro, Mocha, Jewelry Bonnie, Shiryu, and Lim. This Lim, it goes crazy in the Odyssey deck. There's a couple Odyssey cards in this pack, actually. For whatever reason, they split up the Odyssey deck into 2 sets, which is why everyone was like Odyssey Lim is so bad last set. It's like, well, yeah. The deck was literally split into 2 different sets for some reason. But that Lim is very good. You can set Odyssey cards as active, and just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, so Rock, Frankie, Clone Soldier, Rouge. He's the biggest boy. Like, what crazy body proportions. Usopp, Beyond, Dumbo Brider Schneider, Caesar Soldier, God Thread, pretty cool card. Killer, Damned Punk. I think this card's actually quite good. Look at the top card. Look at up to 1 card on top of your opponent's life cards. Place the top and bottom of their life cards. Then KO one of your opponent's characters costs 5 or less. That's pretty good. That's, you get to the category ability, got to figure out their triggers and move them if you need to, but also you just get to kill something. Not bad at all. And Sugar. Okay, cool. So this is the Sugar Leader card. That's quite good. That card's very good in the deck. I don't know if Sugar is going to be as a leader, but I think it's an interesting deck. It's an event-based deck, which I think are cool. I think there's not enough of those, or they are a couple, but they're not that good. And so it's nice to see them kind of keep trying to make that archetype work and work on it. Bartolomeo, Verona, Heat and Wire, Brooke, Moosey, love it, Cavendish, The Weak Do Not Have the Right, Koala, Giola, Caesar Clown. So yeah, okay, so this is the Punk Hazard leader. Dawn 2, when attacking, you return one of your Punk Hazard type characters with a cost of 2 or more to the owner's hand. KO to one of your opponent's characters with 4,000 power or less. This can do some cool stuff. I think it's potentially powerful. Like, theoretically, if you get to Otama, the problem is Punk Hazard type character, because if you go to Otama, bounce, like, Otama, blah, blah, you can't do that in this deck. You have to find specific things that work for it, but it is a powerful ability to just pop stuff on attack. Leo, this card's also crazy good. Tony Chopper, 2k, that's a 4-cost 4k blocker, and then on opponent's turn, this gets 2,000 power, so it's a 6k blocker with a 2,000 counter on it. For some reason, this card's actually just kind of crazy. There's not a lot of red decks that are not running that, honestly, if you're in even slightly mid-range, because it's just such good value. It's funny because the Punk Hazard Stride cards are crazy. Nami, Nico Robin, Show, Treble, Saint Homing, Let's Meet Again in the New World, Hack, a little bit of, oh, there you go, Special Long Range Attack Bagworm, and alright, there we go, Green, Yellow, Trafalgar Law, Dawn 1, activate once per turn. If the total cost of your characters is 5 or more, you may return one of your characters to the owner's hand. You reveal 1 card from the top of your life cards. If that card is Supernova type character card with a cost of 5 or less, you play that card. This card is really cool. It feels really challenging to set up. It feels like one of the cards where you have to get a bunch of pieces that work well. And it feels really powerful, I feel like, when it goes off, because you get to just kind of play big eyes by bouncing searchers and things like that. It's one of the things that the red-green law used to do, but you have to set up at the top of your life, and that's much more challenging to do. But if you can, this card seems very cool. Monkey D. Luffy, follow me and I will guide you. I love they included this card, and with the full text also of what he's actually saying. Very funny. And then we get another Dawn. Yay. I appreciate you can tell in these new packs, because they got rid of the mandatory Dawn. So if there's ever, like, you hit the 2 rares and then there's an extra card, you're like, okay, well, I know what it is. Well, we've hit mostly leader packs, and leader packs are dead packs, as we know, so. Benwan Wolf. That man's got got some balls for a face. Punk Hazard. Buffalo. Hajruden. Roronoa Zoro. Scotch. We've got another leader in this one. Little Black Bears. Nami. I do like that they have the art from when Giola transforms, and I think that's cool. X-Drake. Well, it's the leader I'm most excited for in this set. Smoker. This is for the body swap, so this is actually Tashigi. If people don't know the anime, they'd be very confused. Smoker's a man. So, opponent's turn, all your Navy or Punk Hazard type characters gain 1,000 power. That's crazy. That is such a defensive ability, which is awesome. Well, defensive for your characters. You are not defended at all. Activate main once per turn. If you have a character with 7,000 power or more, set up to 2 of your Dawn cards is active. That is insane. This deck is both defensive for your characters, but also good about letting them swing in. It's awesome. I really like this card. Capone Gang Beige. And Dracul Mihawk. This card's actually very cool in the Odyssey deck. Like I said, Odyssey support randomly in this set, but there's some good ones. There's some very good ones. That and Whitebeard, I think, are the ones that I think are quite good. There might be another one I'm not thinking of. All right. Piorona. Brownbeard. I've never seen that name again. Ivankov. I do like the high kick. Ivankov's in that art. Fighting Fish. Scratchman of Pooh. 10-layer Igloo. Byon. Pika. Pika. Tony Chopper. Yep. Virgo. And, ooh! Our first big hit. Secret Trafalgar Law. On play, reveal up to 1 Supernova-type character card from your hand and add to the top of your life cards face down. Then give up to 1 of your Rested Dawn cards to your Supernova-type leader. This card, you can't guess, is made for Law Leader. Probably other leaders also, but the fact that Law Leader lets you go, oh, I guess I'll gain a life, and then also because you now set it up, your Law can go, haha, oops, put it into play, that's just, it's crazy. That's so cool. That's a sick one. I like that one a lot. Nice. Let's sleeve that up real quick. Also, the art of that is just beautiful. I really like the art of that one. All right, so we haven't gotten many supers or big hits yet, but that just means they're coming down the pipeline. We're getting that manga, baby. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Kinemon, Rock, Perona. Yep, the events are just too long. This art is so goddamn good. The fact that you included Robin's upset face, that it's Chopper doing the Frankie smile, or Frankie's in Chopper's body, for those who don't know the anime. The big Frankie robot cyborg, they switch bodies, and that makes Chopper disgusting to Robin, so look, watch the anime. Go watch One Piece. I can't explain it. Gundam UFO. It's fantastic. Viola, Divine Departure, and another Super Kuzan. This card's sick. This card is very good in the Blackbeard deck. Character cannot be removed by a field by opponent's effects. Crazy. Activate main. Trash this character. Draw a card. Then play the Blackbeard type character with a cost of 5 or less other than Kuzan from your trash. It's recycling. It can attack on its own. But the fact that you can, on your turn, attack with it, so they have to defend, and then trash it, draw a card, and then play a Blackbeard character from your trash. That's insane. That is absolutely just insane value. It's a very cool card that, yeah, people are rightfully so being aware of how good it is. Brooke, Frankie, Brownbeard, Scotch. Meeting in the New World, Trouble. Dragon number 13, God Thread, Kinemon's Legs, Koala, Sabo, another super, uses Captain Kid. On play, you may rest this character, trash it to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards. Damn. Trash, dude, attacking life directly is so powerful in this game. End of your turn, your opponent has 2 or less life cards, draw a card, trash a card from your hand. That's insane. So you get to attack their life, and then if they're at low life, you get to then start rummaging from your... That's crazy. It's so good. It's so good. This set actually has a bunch of really cool, powerful supers. Like, that's the thing I actually think is really neat in this set. I think the super value of this set is high. Alright, we got Ivankov, Blue Gilly. I haven't actually pulled that one yet. Brown Beard. Normally at the point now, we're at the point where all the commons have been seen. Ever Newgate. This is one of the very good Odyssey cards. But yeah, we've already hit a couple that haven't been seen. Cub, that's a new one. Gum Gum, Dragon, Fire Pistol, Twister Star. If you don't know, the Odyssey events are taken from the video game, and that's why they look horrific. Sugar, okay. End of your turn, if you have Don Quixote Pirates type character with 6,000 power or more, set up to 1 of your Don cards is active. That's very good. That's very powerful. Opponent's turn once per turn. When you activate an event, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and set it as active. So you get to ramp when you cast events on your opponent's turn. That is crazy strong. Red did not have ramp like this before. There's a bunch of cool ramp cards. The problem is, red is not really Don Quixote family color. It's only purple because it was green and purple previously. That being said, I don't know if maybe that means you just lean into like big red idiots. Like you can play Gold Roger or Shanks, or there's good options. So I don't know. Draco Mihawk and Vinsmoke Sanji. Once again, another Reiju buff, but it's a Reiju searcher, which is cool. I think it's neat that they add a little bit of support for older leaders, because like older leaders are good, but it's just sometimes they're getting a little outclassed, and when they're getting a little outclassed now, it's like, well, why not give them just a little buff to get them back in the picture? Because there's not right now a deck that you cannot play for the most part. Like you probably won't win a turn with a bunch of them, but you can bring to locals and win some games, like for like basically any leader. So that's one of the things I love about this game. Brooke, that's a new one. Caesar Clown. This card's actually quite cool. I don't think it's that amazing, but I love the idea of it. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a Smiley at your hand, then place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order, and play up to 1 Smiley from your hand. Which is also cool because there's a Smiley in this set and a Smiley in the original set, and theoretically you can play either of them. But a 7-drop 7k that comes into play and gets to play another dude, that's not bad. Baby 5, Ryuma, Marco, and ooh, Super Don Quixote Rosinante. On play, trash an event from your hand, draw 2 cards. Awesome. End of your turn, if you have 7 more Don cards on your field, set up to 2 of your Don cards as active. Once again, you're going to play an event-based deck. Guess what's amazing? That card. That card's crazy. Really like that card. Really like the card a lot. Buffalo, Kinemon, Inazuma, Bellamy, Sengoku. Look at the goat. Dude, the art for this and Isho for the navy like green cards in the set go so hard. They're so sick. Frankie. I love it. 6 costs 8k power too. Luke, Foxy, a Foxy card support, which is cool. I like this card. Basil Hawkins. Alright. So, alright. There's something in One Piece that people are calling the Neutron Bomb. Takes this card, Basil Hawkins. On KO, trash it to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards. Okay? On its own, that's powerful, right? He's a 4-drop 5k. Pretty good. Cool. So what happens if you have, like, 4 of those on board? Say. And what happens if you then attack with a Kaido and Lin? Secret rare from an old set, which says, when attacking Dawn -10, KO all characters other than this character. Then add to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life, and trash it to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards. It's basically impossible, but if you get 4 of these out, and Kaido and Lin, you kill all characters, you trash 5 of their life cards, and then you have a 12k coming at them.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
That's funny as shit. Or if you put all 10 on this, it's 22k coming at them, and you've trashed all their life in 1 turn. It's not possible, but dream big. And I have like this is one of my favorite cards in the set. This card is a banger. 5-drop 7k, banish. Activate main, set up 1 of your Don cards as active, then you cannot set Don cards as active using character effects during this turn. That's fine. Character effects, which means for stuff like Smoker Leader, it works. You can set it as active, which is awesome. Once again, also, I don't know if it's worth it, but anytime you see a green 5-drop, you have to remember that Rosinante secret does exist, and being able to go that into that, set a Dawn as active, do whatever you need to do, crazy. Ugili, Inazuma, Pong Hazard, Perona, Dragon number 13. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Sengoku, Pair Pistol, Edward Newgates, Hack, Baby 5, Oronora Zoro, and Radio Knife. Cool. Alright. Keep it going. What we got next? Diamante, Nico Robin. The art in the set is just really good. I really like the art for a lot of these done because there's a lot of full art cards in the set, and I think the art they've chosen, like this Usopp, look how cool this Usopp looks. And Usopp's a dummy. I'm gonna go Rhino Schneider, Caesar Soldier, Nami, another Usopp leader, a Violet, and an L. Once again, an insane Odyssey card. On play, if you have 2 unrested characters, Odyssey Lim says when you put characters from your hand into play, they come into play rested. That's the downside of her. If you have 2 more rested characters, draw 3 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. 5-drop 6K. Boom. Like, draw 3, discard 2. I've just been spoiled. We're gonna take this real quick. We got a nice hit, ladies and gentlemen. Hajruden, Frankie, Emporio Ivankov, Brooke, Sai, Little Black Bears, Ronor Zoro, Room, Pika, Kozuki Momonosuke, Frankie, and our alt leader, ladies and gentlemen. Wham! Ooh! Green Yellow Trafalgar Law.
Dear God, it's beautiful.
Insane. This card looks incredible. We sleeving that bitch up. Alright. So we got Secret Law, Alt Leader Law. I'm happy with that. Now just Manga Law. Get the trifecta, baby. Get all of them. Why not? Alright. Buffalo, Isho, Brook, Dragon number 13, Musi, 10-layer Igloo, Usopp, Mocha, Killer, Sechling, Vitsuko Sanji, and super rare Kyros. 7 cost 9K. Return up to 1 character with the cost of 5 or less to its owner's hand as an on play. That's also pretty damn good. People have been really liking that, playing that card. It seems good. Seems really good, actually. I think it's mostly been seen in like the blue-black Usopp deck because it's a Dressrosa card, but like you can play it in any deck. It's not leader locked. A 7-drop 9K that bounces something just seems good. I think that card's very cool. All right, so tell me in the comments, is there any like leader you're looking forward to the set you think is really cool? Is there a card you're looking forward to this set that you've been trying to pull, you're looking to get? I mean, I'm assuming the manga, but like any special super, any special art you really like. Sugar. Yeah, I do not forget the last of my family and Shiryu. Personally, I'm in the camp I'm usually in. I really like the smoker alts. I really like green red smoker, but that's like pulling that law there. I'm going to look into because I think it's a cool deck. I just don't know how to build it. I think I'm gonna have to look very deeply into how the hell I build that deck because I think it's cool as shit. But I'm a dummy. I'm a big dumb idiot boy. And I'm going to figure out how to build it. Alright, Sugar and Monkey D. Luffy. Cool. I mean, it's a Supernova Searcher in yellow. That's great in law, baby. Great in law, great in Kid. I like how they have 2 Supernova yellow leaders in the set, so that, like a lot of that support can be used in either, which is just... I really like when they do that. It's like I love cards that can just be kind of used in multiple decks for slightly different purposes. Like, you have some specialized cards, but some that are just like, nah, dude, we got you. Julie Bonnie, Cub, oop, Cavendish, I see a super, and that super is Don Quixote Doflamingo. This card slaps. A drop 9K, on play Don -1, and play up to 1 Don Quixote type character card with a cost of 5 less from your hand. Anything that lets you play 2 bodies for 1 is insane on your opponent's attack. Once per turn, you may rest 1 of your Don cards out to 1 Don card from your deck and set it as active. So you Don -1 to play it, and then you just get to ramp. Like, I guess you have to pay 1, but Sugar, I mean, granted, you played in Sugar, because Sugar gets to set 1 as active, and then you're like, oh, well, I set it as active, then I just use this to re-ramp anyway. It's sick. But it also means you can theoretically play a lot of the like big Dawn minus cards, because you kind of have a free out for them. Ugili, Buffalo, Inazuma, Cavendish, Gungan Reiner Schneider, Sengoku, Musi, X-Drake, Manchuri, Ryuma, Kaponging Beige, Alt Art Sanji. Dude, this box was sick. This box was loaded. Holy! Alright. I talked about earlier how sick this card is, and get the alt art of it is so nice. Oh, one pack left in this box. Man, this box has been... I feel it feels like the given tree, you know what I'm saying? It's been kept getting given. Alright, Diamante, Bartolomeo, Rouge, Isho, Sergeant Boo. Alright, we're going big money, no whammies. I think we can't really get a big money, no whammies in this pack. I think we're done. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain. Caribou, Marco, Smiley. So this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, so there's a Smiley in this set. It's actually quite cool. If your leader is a Punkcaster type character, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power during this turn. With, well, with Caesar Clown, you can play it off the big Caesar Clown, bounce it to your hand, use the other Dawn to then activate the ability to attack, and kill something that's was a 7k power guy, which is cool. So I like that synergy. It's expensive though. This card's also cool. I like that it's another interesting Marco. I like the Marco deck. New starter decks will be coming out. They were announced, and they look good. Starter deck for the Marco. Oh, dude, I was salivating earlier. I love me some Marco deck. I'm ready. All right. Next up, we go again. Box number 2. I don't know how we're doing price-wise this time. I feel like we're doing pretty good. The alt leaders are always a huge boon. The alt Sanji I think is pretty decent. I don't know how good Secret Law is. I think it's pretty good. I think Luffy's better, but everyone just buys Luffy because Luffy. Manga. We can... Oh, can you smell? It smells like plastic. It smells like the bag of food. Alright. Back over here. And we're gonna go fast for this one. Box 2, we've seen all the commons, we've seen all the uncommons. Well, I'll stop and read the supers if we haven't seen them before, but that's about it. Other than that, we're just gonna go. We're gonna chat, we're gonna go. Yeah, so I'm very excited so far, except for the green red smoker deck. I think the green yellow law deck. I think the yellow kid deck is potentially very powerful also. People have been a little sleeping on Sugar and Caesar Clown, but I think that there's enough cool support in this set. Nice chopper, nice limb, for a lot of different archetypes, which is what I like. And it's like I said, the old, I'm gonna try to make green black Isho work again. I think there's cool stuff to do with the new Isho. I don't think I would play the new Sengoku. It's just a big beater, but there's cool stuff you can do, and there's the new Tashigi and new Smoker cards, which are both green navy cards, which means Isho gets better with becoming more of a green-black navy deck, which is sick, and I think that's really got a lot of potential. I mean, you have Bartolomeo as a searcher, or not Bartolomeo, Brand, who's a searcher, Basil Hawkins, and I think there's cool things to be done. I think that the leader's still probably not great, but like, I think any leader can get there if you just get the support. Banning Moria actually might be a boon to the deck, because that deck wanted to play a lot of 5-drops before, and now you couldn't get back with Moria, so now you don't have to worry about that. Now you can be freed up to play stuff like 10-cost Kuzan to just start nuking stuff, because you get to do weird Garp loops, or you get to... I mean, also Ice Age being gone is a little rough, but there's still stuff you can do. I think it's still got potential, but it'll definitely have to go a new direction. Cavendish. Alt Art Secret. Trafalgar Law. Alright, I have to build Law, I guess. This is just like, please build this deck. And I'm not gonna say no. That is a sick pull. That is very cool. Put that in my big hitters pile. That's what we like to see. Yeah, the problem with that deck is it's gonna be finding, I think, no, not Flampe. There's a couple, probably from the yellow black, like Three Brothers, or the Three Brothers starter set. I think there's some cards that might be good in that, because they're all yellow, so you could play them in the yellow-green Law. Oop, I'll just drop that. And figure out how to do that. But like, that deck, it just feels like I'm gonna be too dumb to know how to play it. Virgo's actually a very good card. And, ooh, Monet Super. Okay, we haven't seen this one yet. You may rest this character, give up to 2 of your rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters, and then give one of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power during this turn. Activate main. So resting is kind of rough because it usually means they're going to kill it for free, but it does mean you get to put the 2 rested Dawn onto your leader, which in this case, if you're playing Caesar Clown, means you get to put it on Clown for his ability to activate right then and there. And then give yourself minus 1,000 power. Like I said, because you can pop 4Ks with Caesar, you can pop a 5K now. It's not bad. I mean, essentially, that's every 4 drop with a counter, every 3 drop without one. Like, that's not insignificant. So, I don't know. Don't know if I would play it. All right, we're just going to kind of fly through the commons and commons. We've seen these, so we're going to speed it up. Get to Violet, Wunging Beige. I realize I can actually just go to the back now because we are done. We've seen everything, so we're going to go to the rares and supers and talk about that. So, I don't know if people like these videos. I really enjoy making these videos. Like I said, I really enjoy opening these products. I love One Piece. I don't get to play it as much as I would like to. This past month or so has been really hectic and crazy. I was loving playing Black Purple Luffy. I think the deck is super cool, super fun. But also, the Moria ban, the Ice Age ban did hurt it. But I do think it's got legs still. Smiley and Bailey Hawkins. That being said, it's going to have to figure out what the fuck those legs are. We got to figure out what kind of new top-end stuff. Because Moria being able to recycle all your 4-cost Frankies was a huge blow to lose. So, we'll figure it out. I don't think the deck's dead by any means, but I think Moria did have to go. Shiryu and Super Rare Kuzan. Great card. We already read that, though. I know people are really worried about aggro being really good again, and besides aggro, Blackbeard. Blackbeard, I think, is going to do quite powerful. That's why I kind of like Isho. I mean, look, I'm going to talk about Isho again because I'm a chud and an idiot, but I think it's very cool. Because Garp activates, so it gets around Blackbeard and can kill most things. Limb, Super Rare, Captain Cade, Baller. I think anything that doesn't rely on on plays is just gonna, like, the problem is, like, Blackbeard is such a weird deck that it's really just kind of beaten by anything that's just, like, not an on-play deck. And I think that it struggles against that. Also, you get to go down so far down card advantage. That's why... Oh. Hold on. We got a super? Okay, we know that Alt Art Monet. Very pretty. Beautiful card. I don't know how much is going to get played in my collection, but doesn't mean I don't think it's not gorgeous. Dude, One Piece Alt Arts, man. They fuck. They really do fuck. Alright, potentially we got one more big hit, so we're going to see if we can find it. Gaga Thread, Nami, Killer, Ronor Zoro, and, ooh, yep, we're looking for this one, Tashigi. 3-drop 4K, 2K counter. 2K counters that are just good is, like, the best thing you can ask for. Navy type, important part. If you would have a green character other than Tashigi that would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may rest this character instead. That's insane. I mean, you can do crazy things with that. Like, if you run the Don Quixote Rosinante blocker, which is already insane, and, like, combine that with 8-drop Kid, like, what does your opponent do? You just sit there going, figure it out, idiot. Like, it's crazy. Foxy, Cub, Radio Knife, and Violet. Which is one of the reasons I think that is very cool. It's just gotta also just be a 2K, so you can play it if you need to as a defensive, like, thing to protect your units. But if you just need to go big and just kill, like, that's an option. Enlil and Leo. And boy, do we love just being able to counter from... I don't know, I'm saying words. I'm saying words, but I'm opening cards, my brain's not working. You can either protect your pieces or use it as a counter. Yeah, like, and a 2K counter, just you to hold in hand if you don't need it, is... That's what we all dream of. That, well, it's late. I'm filming this much later than I probably should, but I'm filming it when the set comes out. Usopp, Liberation. All right, we haven't seen this card yet. I'm gonna talk about this card because it's cool. New Dawn. I don't know if this card's good, but the art of this card is so sick. So, main, if the number of characters is at least 2 less than the number of your opponent's characters, carry up to one of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 6 or less, and one of your opponent's characters with a base cost of 4 or less. And the trigger is you can negate the effect of one of each of your opponent's leaders and/or character cards this turn. That's very cool also. That's actually a very cool trigger, because then, like, if your opponent has this crazy, like, effect that they're trying to attack with, and you just like off life get to rip that and just go, that's negated, that's negated. And half the time the abilities of what your character, the characters are so good, that's potentially very cool. Also, being able to kill being able to remove 2 things from board as an event has notoriously already been very powerful. We look at Raging Blade, Raging Tiger. That's it. That's the one that's going in the video. Gravity Blade, Raging Tiger. It's very powerful. So potentially it could be very good. The issue being that if your opponent has 2 or more characters than you, so if your opponent is playing like a kind of control-y game, it just doesn't do anything. I guess then you don't have to worry about killing characters, but like if you're ahead, it's just a dead card, and having a card like that just be dead, Sabo and Senior Pink, is rough. I guess to be fair in Blackbeard though, you do get to pitch cards to your ability to then shut off abilities, so it's not dead. You have a card in hand you can pitch at any time. It's like having extra stages in something where you get to like loop through your hand. It actually ends up okay. But I mean, that being said, you know, it's hard to be like, hey, sometimes this card will be a board deck and be like, that's fine. But I'd like to see that card see play. I think it has potential. That being said, if it becomes a game of aggro, the card's going to be, I think, quite good, removing 2 things on the board just as an event they can't interact with. If it's going to be another game of Defend the King, another Kyros, that card's not going to be that good just because Blackbeard's not a fast deck. Which means I don't think you're just gonna stare at them and be like, please don't hurt me. Clown, Runner Zoro. All right, cool. We haven't hit anything crazy for a bit. We're still looking for that big hitter. Damn Punk and Rebecca. Ooh, this is a new one. Okay, so 7 cost 4K. That's weird for a super. That seems really bad, right? On play, if there's a character with a cost of 8 or more, draw 1 card. So to be fair, with Usopp, she's an 8-cost character because of Usopp's ability to give Dressrosa characters plus 1 cost. So that's a cool synergy. Then reveal the 2 Dressrosa type character cards with a cost of 7 or less other than Rebecca from your hand. Play one of the revealed cards and play the other card rested if it has a cost of 4 or less. You get to play 1 for free, just says cost of 7 or less. Oh wow, like this Kyros maybe? And then a 4 cost you can play Arrested. So you get to play this with Usopp in play, draw a card, play Kyros, bounce something big, play, say, like a Leo, which is a card that lets you search for Dressrosa stuff. Filthy. That is, so One Piece is a game of very few like little combos like that, and when they work, humming. It feels so good. And a lot of leader packs towards the end. Leo, this is the card I was actually talking about. So this card, rest your leader or one of your stage cards. If your leader is Usopp, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 2 Dressrosa type cards other than Leo and add them to your hand and place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Trash a card from your hand. That's crazy. Very, very good. So that's one of those cards that I think a lot of people like look at and they're like, oh, well, you know, it's whatever. Like, no, that's powerful. That's a powerful ability. Roronoa Zoro, Monkey D. Luffy, Don Quixote, Rosinante. You'll love to see it. All right, 2 packs left. We aren't necessarily guaranteed another hit, but we could get another hit, so hopeful. Okay. We get Pika. Follow me and I'll guide you. Capone Gang Beige. All right, this is our last pack. Last pack luck. Spank it for daddy.
Brother,
Hajrudin, Ivankov, Clone Soldier, Usopp, Scratchman Apu, Brook, Let's Meet Again in the New World, Kozuke Momonosuke. Come on. Jesus Burgess, Mancheri, Draco Mihawk, just a Virgo. Okay, so this is a 2-hit box. A bit of a bummer to end on. That being said, I mean, we got Alt Monet and Alt Secret Trafalgar Law. I mean, can't really complain. And then, of course, Alt Sanji, Alt Leader Law, absolutely fire. And then Secret Trafalgar Law. I love the art of this one. This one's so sick. All right, that's it for our boxes. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I love doing the One Piece box openings, and you know, people seem to enjoy them, so might as well keep doing that. Also, if you like One Piece box openings, check out some of the other previous videos on the channel. I have the One Piece every pack ever out opening. which was super fun to make. So if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend it. That was a very cool one to do, and if you open some card, you get to see some cards that you will not see very often in the future. So that's fun. Stay tuned in the upcoming future for some normal Magic content. I'm very excited that we have some great guests who are going to be on the channel, and those will be out in the upcoming weeks. Just working on editing those now and cleaning them up, and they'll be out to you shortly. So everyone, stay safe. In the meantime, peace.